Much like the basketball season, Port Huron High School hockey hasn't been the most successful this season either, as both the Huskies and the Big Reds have records below the 500 mark, and both teams aren't the happiest these days, particularly the Huskies, who are coming off back-to-back blowout losses. Tonight, a new game, however, and an important one at that. Northern is used to success. The Big Reds, not really, but can the Big Reds get revenge on Northern for the past meetings where Northern has thumped them? We'll see. Big rivalry game tonight. It's the Huskies, it's the Big Reds, and ice, ice, baby. CPHS Channel 6, again, Derek Work, the Big D, with you for this rivalry game, and we pick it up right at puck drop as the Big Reds have possession of the puck. We just started here, first period of play from McMorran Junior Arena. Behind the northern end, chasing after it is for A.J. Reed for the Huskies. Now they get it up ice to 12, Scott. Scott tries to clear the zone, they can't do it, shot! Just missed the goalie. I believe that is Ryan Doherty down there, number 30 for the Huskies. Number 1, Nick Gordon, starting for the Big Reds on the other side. Big Reds still applying the pressure on the backhand try, the save knocked away by Doherty. And the Big Reds still have it. Huskies having trouble clearing their end with it. They finally do, and they get a line change as the Big Reds chase after it as 12 goes across McDougall, played by Cody Allen up ice, but the puck is stolen. Back come the Huskies very quickly around the Big Red net. Looking out front is 7 there, Hayes. Hayes plays back to the point. That's 16, Keith. Keith has the puck now, shot on the net, and the puck is cleared away. 6, Burnham up ice for the Big Reds quickly with a 2-on-2. No can do. Stolen puck by the Huskies, and we have a whistle. And I believe the net came off its markings. 13:36 to go in the first. No score. Again, the big rivalry game in the battle of Port Huron. Well, the last couple of games, again, the Huskies suffered back-to-back losses. Very ugly games despite, they played against two very strong teams, losing 6-0 Catholic Central. We'll talk about those two games here in just a moment. Off the draw, played nicely by the Huskies. Cross-ice pass, played off the skate by 14, Moss. And he couldn't get it to go, but they still have possession of the puck deep in the Big Red end. Moss plays it off the boards. 19, Axum. Now around to John Dewey. Dewey has it around the net, looking out front. Now he's going to use the point. Back out to the point. 7, Hayes, shot. Might have been partially blocked. Chasing after his 14 again, Moss. This line getting all kinds of pressure. Moss looking out front again, tries to pass the puck. Played partially off Andrew Fritsch, and now back to the point for the Huskies. Getting dangerous now are the Big Reds, having trouble clearing their end like we saw the Huskies a minute ago try and do. Big Reds have it now around their end. Brett Lynch. And this one's likely going to be an icing, and it will be, as the linesman blows the whistle. Stoppage in play. 12:41 left in the first, and still no score from, again, the McMorran Junior Arena, or the Pavilion, as I guess it's professionally called. Again, 6-0 loss to Catholic Central last week, 5-0 loss to St. Clair Shores. That one in St. Clair Shores. Current record 7-11-3 for the Huskies, but just 1-8 in their division. Puck shot on the net, gloved by Allen. Big Red's getting sloppy out front right now, and the puck is cleared. After the puck, A.J. Reed's going to play it behind his own net for the Huskies. Crossway pass, now they try and center it. That's going to be another icing. Again, 7-11-3, kind of a disappointment, not just because of the record straight out, but because this Husky team, very, very used to success. And in previous years, they've certainly had a good team. I think at one time, top 5 in the state. So they're not used to losing games. So this is kind of a new experience for them. Certainly a rebuilding season as far as the Huskies go. Off the draw, partially won by the Huskies, gloved up ice. Eventually stolen, back and forth right now, both teams. McDougall has that block. Look out, here's a breakaway. Matt Thompson in. Great glove save, Nick Gordon. Kept this game at 0-0. And the Big Red bench over there, bang, 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 and in tribute to Gordon there with a great save with the glove. Thompson had that one picked, it looked like. That puck had eyes, but a great save by Gordon, and yet another stoppage in play, and I believe an offside. So 11:43, Nick Gordon robs Thompson early. CPHS, Channel 6. Well, getting back to that rough Catholic Central game a week ago for a minute, Husky head coach Bill Warren claimed the game was a lot closer than the final score. We had 6 breakaways We played well, but just couldn't score. Then, of course, the next game, that disaster game against St. Clair Shores. But two bad ones back-to-back for the Huskies. We'll talk about how the Big Reds have done in the past week and a half or so here in just a moment. Again, back to the action. 11:20 to go now in the first. Still no score. Puck played neutral zone off of Moss. And now puck is taken by Goodwin. Goodwin shoots it in. Chasing after that puck in his own end is John Hayes, number 7. Got some room. He'll skate out with it. Center ice pass. You kind of sense the Huskies really trying to get this game going, their pace, trying to get a few breakaways. And as we just talked about, their head coach Bill Warren claimed they've been getting a lot of breakaways lately. 6 in the one game. That's an awful lot of breakaways to not score any goals. Puck played off the boards, picked up by 5, Cody Allen. Allen off the boards again to the neutral zone, right at center ice. Puck is centered, chasing after it now are the Huskies. That I believe is 4 again, A.J. Reed. Now he goes back to the point. Puck is played off the boards, deflected off the Big Red stick. One-on-one battle right now by both 21s on both teams. Nick Jowett, who's been a scoring machine lately. We'll talk about that. And also Jeff Broff chasing after the puck as well for Northern. Broff has it again. Now the Big Reds have the puck. Center ice off of 19 stick Hutchinson. Huskies have it now. Back and forth game thus far. Again, 9:57 to go in the first. Still no score. 5 with it, Allen. Allen trying to mix it up a little bit. Huskies all over them right now, pretty much for most of the ice anyway at this point. After a good strong start by the Big Reds, they haven't really answered after that first few minutes of this one. Again, penalty free thus far in the first period. Allen chases after the puck, but to no avail. Icing is the call. And fresh line change for Northern. Big Reds are going to stay put. Well, last Thursday night, Port Huron just got overpowered by a very talented Ortonville-Brandon team. A 7-2 loss at home. So that kind of tells you something, and we'll talk about that game as this one goes along. Off the draw, puck is played by 5, Cody Allen again. Allen across the blue line. Waits for his man. Pretty good back checking there by 19, Axum. All kinds of open ice there at center ice, but just offside are the Huskies as George Moss tries to take it across the blue line, and we'll get another droppage of the puck here in just a moment with 19-17. Check that, 9:17 to go in the first, and still no score from McMorran Junior Arena. Again, the big rivalry game, the Battle of Port Huron. Big face-off win. Axum skates in with it. Has it knocked off his stick at the last minute, still fighting for it. Moss down there as well with Axum, and this is 2 Dewey. Dewey has it against the boards. Off of 15, Goodwin. Puck is carried around the Big Red net by Lynch. Lynch tries to play it up the boards. Dewey has it over there. Puck is shot in by Hayes, skating after the other defenseman, Keith. Check that, a forward out there, Keith. But he's at the point right now, actually. Big Reds are going to skate out, clearing their end with it. That play would have been offside, and 6 is absolutely furious. Cody Burnham over there punched the boards, boy. Going out on a limb here, but he wasn't a happy camper. 8:40 left in the first, still no score. Not a lot of shots thus far, but Huskies the one real good strong chance. Matt Thompson, the breakaway. And number 1, Nick Gordon for the Big Reds, equal to that task about 5 minutes ago. Here's a centering pass, Big Red shot. Right on the goalie, Doherty, and he covers for the save. I believe that is Doherty. It might also be Andrew Fidel. Again, the number, hard to read from this angle, but we're a good distance away. Northern carries the puck up. 2-on-1 try. Out front. Puck is deflected up. Could be a possible break here for the Big Reds. 21, Nick Jowett. Big goal scorer shot, just missed. Possible kick save. Might have just gotten a piece of it. The Husky goalie. Here it is out front again. Battling for it out front. Referee blows the whistle. And the Husky goalie equal to the task again. I think it's Doherty. EJ Shea, big fella up here, usually in the truck, on the ledge we'll say. He's indicating to me what number that is down there. And you're the older guy and you've better eyes than I do. How about that? Fadel, thank you. Fadel, okay, thank you. Off the draw, Northern controls the puck. Skating in with his Axum. Tries to play it off the boards, instead stolen by a Big Red player, now on the stick of a Husky. That is a 16 Keith. They play it back to the point. Great puck control by Port Huron Northern here. Shot on the net, missed. That one I'm not sure Gordon saw off the stick of John Hayes from the point. Huskies still have control. Big Reds might want to think about this one a little bit here now. It's been all the Huskies for the last 5-6 minutes of this first period. But they haven't been rewarded for it yet. Still a no score game, nothing. 7:27 to go in the first now. While Port Huron fell behind 1-0 in that Ortonville-Brandon game in the first 12 seconds of that game, tied it up later by a John Blake goal just a minute later, but then 1 minute after that, Ortonville scored again. So pretty quick goals being scored in that last game. And we'll talk more about that in just a moment. Here we go again. Break for Jowett for the Big Reds. Tries to get stick on it. I believe the Huskies got back there. Great strong defensive play there to stop that breakaway partially. Not at the clear one like Matt Thompson had, but not too bad. Possible 2-on-1 here. Big Reds applying pressure. Shot right on the goaltender of the Huskies, and Fadel makes the save. Stoppage of play, 6:53 left in the first. And face off to Fidel's left. Again, when I find out what goalie that is, I believe it's Fidel, but we'll see. Number 2, Fritsch off the board. Stolen Husky. Shot. Gordon just got his stick on it. Game very quickly. Almost 1-0 there. 14 Moss around the net. Tries to play it out. Moss has it again. Nice move right there in the middle, but the defense get in there pretty quickly. Huskies play back to the point now. This is 8 with it. Jamie West. West missed the net. Rebound. Axum just about popped it in. Almost caught Gordon. Almost surprised him. Dewey now. Puck is played up. Moss. Now Dewey comes and gets it. Tries to make a move. Stolen by Goodwin. Still in that Big Red zone. They're having trouble clearing. Shot right on Gordon. Long rebound try. But the Big Reds end up with it. And 6 Burnham will clear the zone. All kinds of pressure by the Huskies. Big Reds certainly do look out of their element right now. Fritsch with the puck. Fritsch to center ice. Stolen right there again by Northern. Jeff Broth. Shot. Missed the net. Over there along the boards. A little bit of bumping. A little bit of pushing and shoving. Back to the point. Kept in by Hayes. Big Reds still chasing after it, and they clear the zone. 21 Broth again with it. Across the ice. Big Reds line change. Backhand keep in. McDougall, but stolen again by the Huskies. And here comes the strong skating John Hayes. Hayes, nice move, cross ice pass. Kick pad save Nick Gordon, and he will hold on. The second big scoring chance for the Huskies, but Nick Gordon keeps it a 0-0 game. Well, on that Ortonville-Brandon game, 7-2, but head coach Dennis Shannon claimed at the midpoint of the second, we just got lazy. We didn't back check or clear the puck like we're supposed to do. Well, seems simple enough, doesn't it? But when 7 goals go past you, one almost went past him there, but Nick Gordon equal to the task again. This is a strong goaltender for PH. He's proven it right now, Nick Gordon. Certainly keeping the Big Reds in the game. And this is going to be a trip. No doubt about it. Cody Allen's going to the box for 2. That play, though, is really a judgment call. As an official, when you try and make a call on a possible delayed penalty like that one, you have to determine, is he playing the puck on the trip? Because if you're playing the puck and you still trip a guy, technically that's a no call, or it should be. Again, depending on the official, always their judgment call. I thought he was playing the puck there myself, but 2 minutes, Husky power play, and the way they're playing right now, if you're the Big Reds, you can't afford this. That is a high stick, and I can't believe they waved that off. Axum out front, now back to the point, shot, hits somebody in front, chased after by Fritsch. Fritsch behind the net, Axum over there. Boy, he hustles hard. This whole line definitely does it. Moss as well as Dewey. And Axum, who's been a good player here at Northern for years, as PH clears the zone. Minute 27 to go in the power play, 4:13 left in the first period. Huskies and the Big Reds, Battle of Port Huron, and it's no score at this point. Huskies keep it on side. Down there along the boards, Brett Lynch, and he clears the zone. Nice job. That's going to eat up some time here on this penalty. Husky power play, Big Red penalty kill. Doing everything to waste time as best they can. That's for John Blake, tries to shoot it in. John Hayes plays it off his glove. Up to Fernandez. Fernandez winds up, shot. Husky pushed down in front. Gordon falls on it. And a Husky falls on Gordon. A little bit of bumping down there, but no big deal. Joe Matthews down there for Northern. They're coming very close, but right now they can't buy a goal because of the exceptional goaltending by Nick Gordon. Certainly, there's no doubt. Player of the first period. He's kept them in this. Although I must say, Big Red's penalty killing right now pretty strong. And you'd think with all the pressure that the Huskies were giving the Big Reds before this power play started, it was a bad time for the Big Reds to take a penalty. But right now, they keep it a 0-0 game. What a good skater John Hayes is. Fine moves, gets up ice quick, loses the puck eventually though. 8, Andrew Jowett. Axum steals it for the Huskies. Out back to the point. Now back to Axum. Axum setting up. Looking across ice. Big Reds in the typical box that you'll see on the power play. Dewey picks it up, tries off the backhand. Gordon kicked it aside. I think that might have missed on the right side of the net. Lower right side. Axum, they tried a shot in the tip-in try there by 24, Matt Thompson. No can do, right on the Big Red stick. This is 5, Allen. Allen, I believe a defenseman, skates back, just missed on that left side. Our left and Fidel's right. Huskies want the line change. The penalty is now over, even strength, 2:20 to go in the first. Allen tried to skate in, lost the puck. Cross-ice pass try, pretty strong defensive play there by the Big Reds, doing all they can to keep this a 0-0 game. McDougall, a fine defensive play, again, off his skate there to avoid the possible breakaway, as he was lone defender in that 2-on-1. Another possible 2-on-1, but way offside as 22, Mitch Fernandez touched the puck offside for the Huskies. Under 2 to go in the first now. Again, no score between the Huskies and the Big Reds. And again, CPHS, Channel 6. Derek Wark, the Big D, up here tonight with Brandon Kovac and EJ Shea. That's the lone crew tonight for Channel 6. They're all smiles no matter how many we've got up here, though. Axum off the boards. Center ice. They shoot it in. I don't know how that missed the roof, but it missed everything, and puck continues to be played. Allen, who just shot that high shot a minute ago, has it now. Dangerous cross-ice pass. Very, very lucky that that was offside. Axum almost caught a break. So to our final minute and a half of the first. Really, if you're the Big Reds, you don't need to panic. You have been outplayed in the first for most of the first period. They just need a talking to. They really need to settle down. Huskies are just playing their game and really have dictated most of the tempo, besides a few breaks here and there. This puck is stolen. Huskies have it. They cross the line. That is 6, Matthews. Big Reds have it in front of their own net now. Playing the puck nicely was 12, McDougall. They just shoot it right on back to the Huskies. Puck almost stolen. Now it is at center ice. McDougall shoots the puck in. Chasing after it, the other 21. This time for the Huskies, that's Broff. We're to our last minute of play in the first period. Puck dangerously stolen, walking in all alone. The save by Fidel. And we have a penalty. If there's one thing about the Big Reds, as much as they have been outplayed in this first period, they have had, here and there, a few very good chances. As have the Huskies. And the Big Reds are going to go off, actually. A penalty here. Number 8's going to sit down, Andrew Jowett. So yet again, another power play. So the Big Reds are going to walk into intermission shorthanded. They'll have a power play for a little over a minute in the second period, should they not score here. This is Axum. Very patiently plays it off the boards, back around the Big Red net, as Dewey picks up the puck. Dewey on the power play. Nice defensive play there to clear the zone by a 19 Hutchinson. Skating with it again is Axum. He seems like he's everywhere. High shot, scores! We talked about it earlier about pucks having eyes, and that one certainly did. And I think on that shot, Nick Gordon thought it was over the net. Those are pretty goals, boy. Upper left shelf, you can put it on the board, and a 1-0 lead for the Huskies. Axum is having one heck of a game. Right when I said he's all over the ice. Top shelf, 1-0 Huskies. Off the draw, off the boards to Dewey. And the Huskies have the puck again. Final 3 seconds, now 2 in the period. And now 1, and that's going to do it. So the Big Reds wanted to exit this first period and go into intermission break with 0-0. Or even a 1-0 lead, but that's what they're trailing by after 1 here from McMorran Junior Arena, where the Port Huron Northern Huskies lead the Big Reds 1-0. Battle of Port Huron, CPHS Channel 6, and I'm Derek Wark, the Big D. Second period next.
1 in 8 Americans goes hungry. One idea helped change that. A community started a garden that blossomed into farmers markets. 1 in 6 children lives in poverty. One group of women found an answer by opening a daycare center that their neighbors could afford. Today, 36 million Americans live in poverty. But one by one, people are helping themselves and each other to change the picture of poverty to one of hope. For easy ways you can help, visit povertyusa.org.
Welcome back. Second period action from McMorran Junior Arena. We're after 1 period complete. The Battle of Port Huron hockey. Port Huron Northern a 1-0 lead over the Port Huron High Big Reds. Again, this is CPHS Channel 6, Port Huron Area School District television station. Also the Husky and the Big Reds Ice Hockey Network. Well, stats in the first period of play, not too many of them. Shots on goal in the first period. Port Huron Northern had 10. Port Huron just 7. The one goal, the lone goal in this one, number 19 for the Huskies, Ryan Axum scored a great goal. And again, that shot had eyes, the top left shelf. 14, George Moss on the assist, and 16, Kevin Keith. Again, that one at the 14:44 mark to absolutely put a dagger in the Big Red back and keep on stabbing, as it was so late in the first. Couple penalties for the Big Reds in the first period of play. Number 5 went in for tripping, Cody Allen at the 10:13 mark. And number 8, Andrew Jowett for hooking at 14:09. And that's the stats of the first period. Brought to you, of course, by the folks at CPHS Channel 6. And, of course, myself, Derek Wark, the Big D. Happy to be around tonight. Kind of a miserable day out there, too. Wind blowing and all the rest of it. Kind of chilly, but happy to be in here. And this arena normally is cold, but the fine people at CPHS bring me a heater up here, so that's good. Nice to have that one, EJ. Thank you. Off the draw. To the game now. John Dewey skates in after it. Deep in the Big Red end. Left side boards. Puck is played around the net by Blake. Blake quickly picked up there. Crossing the blue line. Puck is stolen by the Huskies. Now they just dump it in. Right on the stick of Hayes. Hayes had a great first period too, I thought. He was all over the place too. Played off the hit, right out front, bang, bang, scores. Nothing Nick Gordon could do on that one. Huskies strike first in the second. And really a huge goal And just the opposite. Not much time left in the first, they score. Not much time gone by in the second, and they score. 2-0 Huskies, and that's a big backbreaker if you're a Big Red fan. We'll see if the Big Reds can respond, but again, what set that play up, what made that play possible, was the contact. That's a second of the game for Ryan Axum, by the way. But because they hit the man out of the way, Axum was left alone. Or at least on the 2 on the goalie, basically. Nice bang-bang play. That, by the way, folks, is indeed Andrew Fidel. We thought it was earlier, but again, looking that far down the ice, stuck up here in the corner. It's hard to see sometimes. We're good to go now. Fidel, also a good first period of play, because it's not like the Big Reds didn't have chances in that opener. And when they did, they had a breakaway or two in their own right. Fidel was right there for them. And he's one of the reasons why it's a 2-0 game. Cody Allen behind his net. Puck is played now to center ice. Quickly back after it, Fernandez. Check that is Broff. Broff avoids the hit nicely off the boards, but gives it right back to the Big Reds, who use the boards. Getting sloppy, but they do get it back. Carried quickly across the red line, dumped in by Allen. Broff has the puck. Up ice, played into the Husky bench by their own player. 22 Fernandez shot it in, but a stoppage of play. And the Huskies are going to get a change. And I guess they might not call that a penalty at this level. Of course, in the NHL now, shoot the puck out of play, it is a penalty. Off the draw. Played over there in front of the Big Red bench. Around the back of the net. Puck played up the boards. Northern steals the puck. From the blue line, shot. Try deflection. Big Reds have the puck now, skating back the other way. Two 2-0. Again, the Huskies on top. Puck is played by Ryan Axum. Axum tries to go through the legs. Cleared out by the Big Reds, and now the Huskies have the puck. That was 4 across the line, AJ Reed. Reed. Puck is shot in by Blake. Blake around the net. Again picked up by Reed. Colliding with John Blake. Pretty good hitting now. Off of Gordon's blocker. Deep into the Big Red zone to the right side. Bumping again going on. Physical play, I think that's what the Big Reds have got to start doing. Puck is kept in. 24 Thompson with it. Thompson shoots. Missed Gordon. I believe that missed on the far side. Puck is kept in by Scott. Again, Big Reds having desperate problems right now clearing their end. They really need a whistle. They really need an icing. They just need to clear the end. Now they do. Look out here, 2-on-1. More than they could ask for. Cross-ice pass. Look out. Oh, he waited a little bit too long. Cody Burnham kind of lost the puck. Another second and he probably would have scored there. He did have Fidel beat initially. Back come the Huskies in this 2-0 game. Off the backhand. Shot on the goalie. Kick save. To John Dewey with it. It's out front. Shot, rebound, scores! Ryan Axum, and don't look now, folks. There is the hat trick. And they even threw a hat on the ice over there. There you see the official going to get the black hat on the ice. Ryan Axum. Hat trick. So it is now a 3-0 lead for the Huskies. .15 to go in the second. Puck is played around the end by 5 Cody Allen. Stoppage in play. And I think we have a penalty on the play. Again, 11-12 now left in the second. Off the draw. Puck controlled now by the Big Reds. Can't quite clear their end. Now they do at center ice. Backhand play. Big Reds have the puck now, and they just shoot it down. Chasing after it is 21 Broff. Broff, who's certainly been around the puck a lot in this one. Around the net. Puck is played by Thompson. Thompson up the ice. Chasing after it is 5, Mike Pack. Falling down at an inopportune time. Shot right on 30 Fidel. And he hangs on. 21 there for the Big Reds. Nick Jowett got another break. And Nick Jowett, might I add, has had quite a week as far as points go. Anyway, I talked about last Thursday night, Ortonville-Brandon, a 7-2 win over the Big Reds here at this arena. Last Friday night, the Big Reds got a much-needed Mac White victory behind 3 goals in the third period to put away Warren Sterling 5-2, as we have another stoppage in play in this one. Face-off will be deep in the Big Red end when play resumes. But on that 5-2 win, Nick Jowett, who has been a points-grabbing machine lately, 3 goals and an assist, so we accounted for 4 of the 5 points in that one for the Big Reds. Matching him with John Blake, certainly a mean twosome out there on the ice. Today, though, the Huskies have pretty much controlled them, although Jowett has got his share of chances. Heck, he had one there a minute ago. But in that game, again, Nick Gordon, 14 saves, and the Big Reds outshot Warren in that one, 31-16. So the Big Reds have been playing better lately. This is a game, though, where I think they'd like to see things a little differently. But to no avail. 3-0 Huskies right now at this point. Puck is around the net. Good hard hit there by 16, Trevor Baker, and they need to do more of that. From the point, shot, almost deflected. The rebound. Kick save Fidel. He's up to all the tasks thus far, and he's keeping this at 3-0 in a possible shutout here in the early going for Fidel. As the puck is cleared over the glass and out of play, and we have another stoppage in play with 9:51 to go in the second. And again, a 3-0 lead. Huskies on 1, 2, 3 by Ryan Axum. The hat trick tonight. And if you've just joined us, we saw one hat thrown on the ice, and I don't even know if the referee gave it back to him. But we did. Thompson, the try, missed the net. Back to the play now. Way over Gordon, that shot. Back quickly, back dangerously at that is 22 Fernandez. Safely controls the puck now. Again, the Huskies have been clean in this game. Just the one penalty to show for it. Speaking of penalties, the Big Reds are going to go back in, this time for a slash, and I believe that's on John Blake. Certainly he's been a big contributor to the odd victories that the Big Reds have obtained this year. He's really been a strong player. I made a note of that last game, actually, when John Blake was playing. I really thought he stood out on the ice. Nick Jowett, the one guy, though, tonight that really stands out for the Big Reds, I think. Besides, of course, Nick Gordon, despite the 3-0 game. Play is at center ice. Broff almost lost the puck. Picked up right there by Thompson. And now this is John Hayes, who again I thought has played really well tonight too. Possible high stick there, and they call it. Actually, no, it wasn't a high stick. They call it offside on the Huskies. So the face-off is going to be neutral ice again when play resumes. A minute 38 to go in the power play. 9:03 left in the second. Again, a 3-0 lead for the Huskies. Puck is dropped down. Off the draw. Cody Allen shoots it out, clears the end. And now they dump it very quickly into the Husky end. What the Big Reds need right now more than anything is just that one goal. They need one goal, not so much because it's just a goal on the board, but because maybe to kind of calm them down a little bit, make them feel like they're back into this game. Huskies all over them, particularly this line right here that's out there right now. Or some of the players off that line are out there. John Dewey, one of them. I believe Axum is back out there again too. He's got 3 goals in this game. You can't not call him the player of the game at this point, even though Andrew Fidel's making his case here in the early going. 45 seconds left in the power play, 8:05 to go in the second. Huskies holding on to the 3-0 lead and onto the power play right now. They don't have a penalty of their own in this game. One of the reasons that they're winning. Stay out of the box. It's a good indication of your chances. Puck off the boards. They fail to clear. Now they do clear. Bit of a collision over there with Broff. And I believe 21 as well, Nick Jowett. Puck played over the blue line. Shot right on Gordon. Holds for the save. And another stoppage in play. 7:33 to go in the second. 8 seconds left on the Husky power play. And it's interesting that they do have the 3-0 lead. 3 Big Red penalties in this game. But the Huskies haven't really looked amazingly sharp on their power play chances in this one. And yet a 3-goal lead even still. Shot scores! That one from the point. It's a good job by 14 George Moss there, who looked back at the ref saying, did I get that? I got that. And did he deflect it? That's the question. Is it George Moss's goal or was it the defenseman's goal? We'll see. But again, they're doing a little bit of mixing up, I think, with the lines. Moss, I think, has been on Axum's line a little bit in this game. Again, you never know at the power play, though. So full strength again, but unfortunately for the Big Reds, a 4-0 lead for the Huskies. And I really thought coming into this game, because both teams not that far away record-wise, even though the talent Northern plays is a little bit above what the Big Reds do on many nights, I really thought this might be the Big Reds' best chance of winning a game in this series. Because as I mentioned on the introduction tonight, Huskies have really owned this series in hockey. Well, we'll see what happens. Again, 4-0 Huskies. Moss, nice move to the line. Now Thompson picks it up, makes a nice move in his own right. Shot just off Gordon. Now they pick it up dangerously around the net for the Big Reds. Huskies still have the puck. Beautiful puck control. Shot on Gordon. Kick save left side. Around the net now. Well, Big Red's doing a lot of standing around right now. They have got to go after the puck in their own end quicker than they just did right there. No question about it. Well, the whistle blew there. I think they're calling offside. Or somebody on the bench must have touched that puck or something. They're pointing in that direction. So again, 6:28 left to go in the second. Pretty good crowd on hand tonight too. Bleachers pretty much packed. Down here, standing room pretty much packed too. Axum out front. Trying for his 4th point of the night. He's already got 3 goals. Puck played off the boards. Chasing after it is Broff. Broff bumped pretty hard there by John Blake. Blake will mix it up a bit besides score the odd goal. He's a bit of an all-around player. Fine hit there by Jowett. This is their big line, Blake and Jowett. At least in past games it has been, certainly. Puck played off the boards. Deep again in the Big Red end. This is Jowett. Just plays it off the boards as quickly the Huskies were getting after him. 5.5 left in the second. 4-0. The lead. Again for the Huskies as they make a line change now. Big Reds recognize that line change, quickly come up ice. Now they just dump it in. 12 there dumped it in. McDougall around the net. Jowett plays it. Huskies try and get out of the end quick. Big hit there. Fernandez decked hard by Tyler Post. That one just missed Gordon. Around the net. Now the Big Reds play it quickly up ice. 2-on-2 try here. Backhand pass. Overskated the puck there was Jowett. He's been out there a long time though right now. And finally he's going to go off with the line change. He saw a lot of ice time on that shift. Picking the puck up. Short manned here is 15. That is Corey Goodwin. Shot right on the net. Again, Fidel is equal to the task. Around the net, picked up by 8, Jamie West. West goes up ice. Dewey chasing after it. The battle of twos over there, Andrew Fritsch and John Dewey. Deep to the left side of Gordon, now to the right side, off the right boards. That one barely onside. Crossway pass to Dewey, loses the puck. Heavy collision there at center ice. Puck again stolen by Axum. Look out, he's dangerous. Across the way to Dewey. Axum follows Dewey in there, but stolen by the Big Reds. They try to clear the zone. That's offside. They don't call it, though. Big Reds keep it. Big Reds try to carry it up ice. That is barely onside in their own right, but quickly picked up. More of a tennis match right now, back and forth, than a clean back and forth hockey game, but 5 takes it. Nonetheless, Mike Pack. Now he tries to center the pass. Out front. Picked up again by the Big Reds. 3:40 to go in the second. Huskies holding on to the 4-0 lead. 21 carries the puck up. Jeff Broff. Broff. Crossed the line. Bumped. Again, I said this. The Big Reds really have got to adjust to the physical play of the Huskies, and they're starting to do that now as the second period winds down. But again, 4-0. They really should have come out and tried to be physical from the get-go. That one, I think, missed Gordon, but he might have made a small kick pad save. Kicked it up to the right side. Now the Big Reds carry it past the neutral zone, or at least try to, right at center ice. Now they cross the blue line. Jowett again, shot right on Fidel. And he'll cover up for the save. At 3:06 left in the second. Again, Derek Wark, the Big D, CPHS Channel 6, where tonight a 4-0 lead for the Huskies in the Battle of Port Huron. Well, earlier in the week, last week, Port Huron got another big win, but this one a low-scoring victory as they triumphed over visiting Marysville Vikings. John Blake, and speaking of them too, Nick Jowett as well scored goals in that one. In the 2-1 victory, Jowett's in that game a short-handed one. That's kind of why I thought the Big Reds would come out and really give a good game, or even threaten to win this game here tonight against the Huskies. But they have played the better game on the whole, and I thought really dictated much of the play in the first period of play, and one of the reasons why they're up 4-0. Port Huron on the year, if you're wondering, 8-10-3. Depending on what they did last night versus Rochester. Technically, I have to admit, I didn't hear about that one, but 8-10-3 was their record before the Rochester game on Wednesday night. A shot right there by the Big Reds, again, right at Fidel, who gloves the puck, and again, the play is stopped. 2.5 to go in the second. McMorran Junior Arena, warmer than it usually is, folks. I've done this for many years, and I'll tell you, some nights in this place, it's like the Arctic. Not that I'd know what the Arctic is like, but pass across, shot, right on Nick Gordon. From the blue line, shot again, blocked in front. Excellent job there. I believe 18, Ron Lowe gave up the body. Blocked a shot. Puck carried across the line. Pass across. Dangerous giveaway there by the Huskies. As 16 got the rebound there, Kevin Keith, and almost got it. That one missed Fidel. 15, Goodwin had a shot but missed the net. Puck is played off the boards by Hayes. And back in the hands of Moss. Moss up ice quickly. Icing. Just before the red line when that puck was shot. 1:44, time left on the second period clock. Again, this is CPHS, Channel 6. Again, Derek Wark, the Big D. Always fun doing the rivalry game. Despite it being pretty one-sided at this point. The Big Reds doing everything they can to put some pressure on Fidel, who at this point has really played a good game. That one barely onside. Axum open shot. High sticking though, no doubt about it. Well, for one thing, questionable, the backhand pass to Axum looked like if it was onside, I'm talking inches, because where that puck was, it was sitting on the blue line when he picked it up, was allowed to walk right in. And that's dangerous in its own right. He's got 3 goals already in the game. Almost got his 4th. So he's had quite the game. Puck is played off the face-off. Final minute and a half to go. Off the boards. Picked up quickly by Keith. Keith across the line. Sandwiched in there a little bit by Blake and Allen. Puck now deep in the Big Red end again. Played back to the point. Broff tries to keep it in. Big Reds quickly the other way. Play probably would have been offside there anyway. Blake and Jowett out there. Big Reds have it now deep in their end again, going around the net. Final minute to go in the second period, 4-0. Huskies still on top. Blake with it. Up center ice, almost sent Jowett in again on a breakaway. Cody Allen, cross ice pass, Jowett picks it up. Couldn't quite get the pass across. Good bump right there at the last minute by 4 AJ Reed. Made a strong defensive play. Dewey the other way, look out. Avoids the bump and still ends up with the puck. Good hustle by Dewey, and they're really trying to lay him out. And did they make a call here? They might have. I think they're just pointing to where the face-off's going to be here. Final 23 seconds of the second. And again, it's 4-0. If you've just joined us once again, really what I think did in the Big Reds was the way the Huskies played in the first period. They set the pace, they set the tone, they played their style of game, and the Big Reds really haven't recovered. But it was the late goal in the first and the early goal in the second that they really haven't recovered from. It's not that they haven't had their chances. It's not that the Big Reds are being outplayed that much. If you don't include, again, a big chunk of that first period. But besides that, it's been the story of the Huskies just capitalizing on their mistakes. The Big Reds' mistakes, that is, of course. There's a fine move. I don't know how that puck stayed out, but they call it a goal off the rebound. Don't look now. It is 5-0. John Dewey, I think they're given credit for that one. Basically a Merry Christmas, look what I found goal. But it really does make you wonder how they can rush the net like that and have open men as they do it. Final 8 seconds of the period, final 5, now 4. Late shot, and that's going to do it for the second period. It was all Huskies in the period, a 4-goal second. So after 2 here from McMorran Junior Arena, your Port Huron Northern Huskies 5, and the Big Reds very unhappy. Battle of Port Huron, CPHS Channel 6. Derek Wark back with the third in a moment. Third period action is upon us from McMorran Junior Arena, where again, after 2 periods complete, 5-0. Very much the Ryan Axum show. He had 2 goals in that second period to complete his hat trick. 3 straight in this game for Axum. Off the draw. We'll talk about the rest of the stats here in just a moment with the next stoppage of play. Of course, stats I'm talking about that second period. Kicked out by Gordon, right on the stick of Ryan Axum. That is number 4. Well, that's just tough luck there. Gordon didn't know where the puck was, naturally kicked it out with the pads, right on the stick of Axum. 4 goals. Anyway, back to the stats of that second period of play. 4 goals again by Northern. 33-second mark, Axum from 14 Moss and also Dewey. At the 3:34 mark, Axum again from 6 Matthews and from 2 Dewey. At the 7:33 mark of the second period, number 14 got another one, George Moss, from 4 Reed and 24 as well, Matt Thompson. 14:52 was the time of the 4th goal of the period, 5th goal of the game. And 2, John Dewey got it from 6 Joe Matthews. Penalties just 1 in the second period. And all the penalties in this game actually have gone to the Big Reds, except for right now, as the Huskies are in the box for the first time in this game. In the second period of play, though, just the 1 penalty. Number 4, John Blake took it for slashing at the 5:35 mark. So that's where we stand as the third period begins. And the Huskies, 1 goal and 1 penalty as it begins. Big Reds on their first power play of the game, and here they go. The Big Reds on their own cleared this puck down deep into their own end. Gordon plays the puck around the net, pressured pretty heavily there by Joe Matthews. Getting it up ice now pretty quickly. That is Allen shoots it in around the Northern net. Broff bumped hard. Broff keeps the puck though. By the looks of things, to me, the Huskies are more in tone to the physical game and how to adjust to being hit off the puck than the Big Reds are. John Dewey at the end of that second period of play really demonstrated that. He was hit pretty hard a couple times. Still kept the puck. So the Huskies doing a very good job being strong on their feet tonight. That one cleared all the way down. Huskies doing a good job clearing up this power play here. Right on the stick of Axum. Axum going for number 5 and a glove save by Nick Gordon. Man, he's having some kind of evening, isn't he? Wow. Score 4 times, why not try for the 5th? And that would have been shorthanded. But you have to do better than that to get it past Nick Gordon, who I thought was lights out great in the first period. Really, when the Huskies took it to the Big Reds, as they're doing right now, or at least for the most part, before the power play. Huskies doing a good job penalty killing. Big Reds still in the power play for the next 20 seconds. Again, 13 even to go now in the 3rd. Puck is played by Andrew Fritsch. Fritsch, backhand shot in by Cody Burnham. Chasing after the puck. Bumped a little bit over there by Trevor Baker. Referee yelling, play the puck, play the puck. Really, they're just trying to freeze this puck for a whistle. The referee won't blow the whistle. In a 6-0 game, why would you? Off the boards, now the puck is shot down. That's going to be icing. No, they were going to wave it off. Now they say yes, icing. So another stoppage in play, 12.5 to go in the 3rd. 6-0 Huskies. And again, 4 of those came off the stick of Ryan Axum. Now off the draw. Puck played off the boards. Behind the Husky net, Broff makes a pretty strong move. Broff all over the puck tonight. He's had many opportunities to play it up the ice. 14 with it, Moss. Moss has some points too. Goal and an assist, and I believe a second goal in this 3rd period. He had a goal and an assist in the 2nd. That play whistled dead offside of the blue line, and the face-off coming in the neutral zone here when play resumes. A little over 12 to go in the 3rd. Teams at even strength now, coming off that Husky penalty. Off the draw, shot. Right on number 1, Nick Gordon. Puck played around the net. Big Reds just taking their time. Skating after it is Hayes. Backhand pass try. No can do, but out front, look out. Played dangerously off the 2nd effort try. And now played off the boards. Off Dewey. Shot in front of Gordon. That actually missed him. It was deflected. 11 Brett Lynch after it for the Big Reds. Lynch kind of overskates the puck. It's wet there in certain areas behind that net of Gordon. It's stopped a couple times today so far. Picked up at center ice. They get it into the Husky end and they get a line change. Huskies go back behind their net to set up now. Axum is out there again. Mr. I have 4 goals. How you doing? Down right there at the blue line. Ron Lowe, another big hit. Just as John Blake crossing the blue line, look out. Keeping the puck the Big Reds, but now it's shot out by the Huskies. Shot right back in by the Big Reds. Huskies get a line change here. After the puck now is Dewey. Dewey bumping over there. Hayes down there as well. This is Axum with it as well. Pushing, shoving, rolls out to Blake. Blake off the boards to Jowett behind the net. Tries to stuff it. Now he does. Turnaround shot. Fidel looked behind him. Jowett said it's in the net, but the referee already blew the whistle. And a stoppage in play yet again. 10.5 to go in the 3rd. Bumping, pushing, shoving. That's the thing about hockey. When you get into blowout games, you'll see this. A lot of teams will do this intentionally. They'll try and bump. I don't know if there's fighting in this league or not, but sometimes they'll go out and deliberately try. It's part of the game. He's going to send them both off, though. Jowett goes off and throws his helmet over there. Not very happy. So offsetting penalties. And it's a 5-on-5. So Jowett And not sure who the other member is over there in the box for the Huskies. They'll be out the first whistle after the 8:34 mark. That one just way over the glass and out of play. 10:26 left in the third. Pretty big loss when you're down 6 because Jowett is their big scorer, or at least lately he certainly has done the job. I mean, his last couple of games, short-handed goal against Marysville. He had 3 goals actually in the Mac White game against Warren Sterling, and an assist in that one too. So that's what, 5 points? I believe 6 points in his last 3 games. So Nick Jowett has certainly done the job on that John Blake line, but tonight they're completely shut out by a Husky team who has really been the better team, I think, easily through the first 2 periods. And I'm not just saying that because of the 6-goal lead. They've just been the better team. They've dictated the flow. They've played a more smoother game. And you can't even blame Nick Gordon at all because I think he's been solid when he's had to be. But the caliber of chances that Northern has gotten in this game, I mean, how many goalies could stop it? And the Big Reds at times have looked tired. Again, they faced Rochester last night, so probably tired from that one. Right at the blue line, trying to bump a little bit over there was 7, Chris Mix. Puck played by Broff. Now quickly up ice to 18, Ron Lowe, but he lost the puck. In front, that's a strong defensive play right there to bat it down and then shoot it out by Cody Allen. Unfortunately, it was passed right on back to the Huskies. Big Reds almost caught in a line change. They tried to go the whole ice, and I think they're going to call this one icing. As 14 there off the long pass, George Moss failed to touch the puck. And that's exactly what the call is going to be. 9:16 to go in the third. Again, 6-0. Huskies on top. Again, Derek Work, the Big D, CPHS, Channel 6. Glad to have you along tonight, folks. As this one wraps up, slowly here in the third. In a game the Huskies have owned, and they'll be happy about winning this one. Not over yet, but you'd think it is at this point. Off the boards. Moss has it in his skates. Backhands it up the ice. Axum past the blue line. Shoots it in. Off the boards dangerously. Dewey not quite there in time. Hit Gordon. Now Axum on the turning gun. Keeps the puck in. Chasing after it is Moss. Moss lost his stick. Tried to catch it in the air. Kind of an Abbott and Costello act down there, but not quite. John Dewey behind the big red net. Picking the puck up is Kevin Keith. And Keith skates out with it. Hit hard by Axum. That's a good, solid, clean hit. I tell you, Axum has had one heck of a hockey game. Easily the player of the game. You could say, well, Big D, come on, he's got 4 goals. Of course he's player of the game. But it's hits like that, right in the middle of the ice like that, the little things, too, that he's doing. Clearly, he's been the best player out there on the ice, and he's been rewarded for it. 4 goals, and the Huskies have been rewarded for his good play, too. A 6-0 lead over the Big Reds. And again, CPHS, Channel 6. Jowett is now out there off the offsetting penalties that expired. 15 there, Corey Goodwin kicked out of the draw. Actually, Jowett takes the draw, right off the draw, right to Gordon, and he holds the puck. And another stoppage in play. Eight minutes, 15 seconds. Time left on the third period clock. A little bit of hooking going on down there. Picked up. Thompson tried to skate in there. You got to watch Thompson as well. He's pretty dangerous. 5 with the puck. Cody Allen, who's had a good game as well for the Big Reds. Out front. Big Reds almost popped that one. Allen set up a beauty. Couldn't quite pull the trigger, though. Off the boards. Puck picked up by 18, Ron Lowe. Lowe. Now it's to center ice. Big Reds to the Huskies, now giving it back to the Big Reds. Dangerous pass. 14, Tyler Post has it though still. Right at center ice, right at the red line. Skating with it past the blue line. Good defensive play by Hayes. Hayes tries to go up ice with the backhand. Can't do it. Instead, stolen Fernandez. Well, you kind of get the sense now the Huskies are just trying to eat up some clock. Trying to catch the Big Reds here in a line change, though. They dump it in. Axum chases after it. 11, Brett Lynch. Brett Lynch up the boards. Clears the zone. They have to go and get back. That's offside. Now they are onside. Sending just one man in. One man in, four back. The regular now in hockey. I don't like it, but it is the regular now in hockey. Even though they have tried to do away with the neutral zone kind of trapping, with of course them taking out the red line in the NHL. And all over the place really, but they'll still do the box if they can get away with it in the neutral zone, as you saw the Huskies do right there. Off the boards, Broff. Shot it right to Lynch. Lynch cross ice pass to 2. Fritsch. That's offside. Fritsch plays it, now it's onside, and Fritsch chases after it. As the puck is played, nice play behind the net there. I believe by 4, Reed. Reed's had a solid game as well. This is Moss. Cross ice, passes too high. Taken instead other side, Chris Mix. Batted down by Mix, he's got the puck now. Chased after by Dewey. Mix goes off for the Big Reds. They have a line change. A lot of open ice here as they're late to get over there. Huskies not really concerned with catching them on it though. They just crossed the line. I believe it is going to be offside. Yes, it is. 5:45 ticks left in the third. 6-0 Huskies. Huskies really have had their moments. That's the best way to describe this game. And on those moments, they've got a ton of goals. That puck very quickly out of play. But again, it comes down to them capitalizing on their big chances. And the Big Reds certainly had their big chances, their share of big chances in that first period of play as well. Couple break chances, strong scoring chances. Couldn't capitalize on them. The Huskies could, especially Ryan Axum, as mentioned. Well, very, very lucky there. It just wasn't a roughing call on the Big Reds. I mean, I think it was John Blake there punching a little bit. Play picking up, getting a bit more physical. Played off the board, 16, Trevor Baker. Dumps it up ice. Now it's Axum with it. Axum across the blue line. Good poke play defensively by Brad McDougall. McDougall up the ice to John Blake. Blake now fires it right on Fidel. Blake now goes off the ice on a line change. Axum cross the way to, I believe, 6, Joe Matthews. Thompson now to 16, Kevin Keefe. Kevin Keefe lost the puck. Big Reds clearing the zone, up neutral zone. Played by defenseman Brad McDougall again off the boards and around the back of the net. Off the boards, controlled by the Big Reds. McDougall loses the puck, 22, Mitch Fernandez has it again. It seems like this Fernandez always has the puck when they need him to the most. He's got it here on a rush, winds up, shot. Hit Gordon up high, but he holds on. And again, I really want to stress in this game that Nick Gordon has not been as bad as the 6 goals on him would indicate. He made some big saves early. It could very easily be 10-0 right now. And I said earlier, I think he's a good goalie, quite frankly. George Moss trying to do everything there on his own. Almost did. Shot from the point. Kept in over there by Reed. Reed has it again, gloves it. Right on back up the boards. Grabbing it is Moss again. Moss to Axum. Axum now to Moss. Bumped. Good defensive play. Moss didn't see him. Getting a little extra shot in there as the play is whistled dead. They're going to call him for it too. Delayed penalty here. This is going to be Moss for a cross check. No doubt about it. You really don't need to do that. When you're doing that, I mean, your best bet is just to hope the ref doesn't see it, because it's noticeable, it's obvious. And players used to get away with that actually a lot more back in the day when they had just one referee. Because the two linesmen would obviously, they'd have nothing to do with it. Even though they can call the odd penalty, usually the ref would be looking up ice. You give them a nice little shot behind the shins or something. But now with the two referee system in the NHL, well, here they have two referees, but actual three officials. Again, with the 2-and-2 system in the NHL, very difficult to get away with those kind of plays. Or cheap shots, if you will. Anyway, to the power play, a minute 40 to go on it. Cross-ice pass, that was short-handed too, and they just missed. Matt Thompson. That's not just his first chance tonight where he's just missed. Puck is cleared out. Played by Andrew Fritsch. Fritsch crossed the ice to Lynch. And now the Huskies have it again. They just shoot it down. That puck was touched by Fritsch to avoid the icing. Batted it down. A minute to go in the power play. 2:39 to go in the third period. And likely the game at this point. Huskies cleared the zone again. Kept in by Blake. Now it's deep in the big red zone again. Axum out front. Short-handed chance again. Axum trying to buy another point in this one. Almost did. And that's what I'm talking about right there. That's an example of why he's my player of the game. Not only the goals, but he went for the big hit there. Back check there. Tremendous work on the power play by Axum. I tell you, a good move here by Blake. Tries to get it across the ice. Actually check that Jowett. Blake usually does play on his line. Huskies shoot it down. This is the best single game I have seen Ryan Axum play since I've been here. And he's been here a couple of years now. He's had a great game. Well, Husky player threw a punch there. Number 5, Mike Pack, threw one. They're just going to call an icing. And the only reason why Mike Pack isn't in the box right now is because he didn't hit him with the punch he threw. Just kind of punched the dead air, but he's lucky he did. The referees were right there to see it. Minute and a half now left in the third. Huskies play it back to the point. Blocked in front, taken by Mix. Chris Mix. Picked up right there by 14. Tyler Post tripped up in front. Right on the stick of the Huskies. Back quickly is 16 Keith. The puck is stolen by 5 Allen, who shoots it down. Chasing after it, 22 Fernandez. Hit pretty hard. Big Red's starting to lay their weight around a little bit because, heck, they know the game's over. I don't know why they waved off that icing, but they did. Puck played behind the Husky end. They play it up the boards and into the neutral zone. Controlled there by McDougall. Off the skate of a Husky. Shooting it back in. And again, with the puck now is Reed. He shoots it off the boards to Fernandez. Whole horde of players down there fighting hard for it. Bumping, pushing, and shoving. The refs are watching him though, no doubt about it. That shot is right on Gordon. Thought about holding the puck, but he won't. Final 15 seconds of this game in a very, very big Husky victory. The Huskies now are going to go to 8-11-3 on the season. And they need it to get closer to the 500 record. Big Red shutout in this one. The final score of the Battle of Port Huron. Port Huron Northern 6. Port Huron High Big Reds nothing. Again in the Battle of Port Huron. Derek Work, the Big D, speaking on behalf of the entire cast of CPHS Channel 6 from McMorran Junior Arena. Good night, everybody.